football season over the weekend. Those guys right there. Ohio State Buckeyes were live and in action. Then the holiday, Labor Day. Excited to be with you here on Tuesday. NFL football starts this week. It's a glorious time of year. But here's something as well. There's also a time of the year where when we find ourselves back into routines or we search for those relationships, wounds can be brought up. My guest this week on the podcast, Impact Driven Leader podcast, Ryan James Miller. Ryan is an author. He's a leader. He's someone that I've actually known of and about. We've interacted for years, but finally had the opportunity to have a conversation. And it was truly a long lost friend. He has a new book coming out, Wounds. He shares his own wounds that I can relate to. He shares about the Harvest Festival now 6 years ago in 2017, when he and his wife and friends were at that festival. And one of their friends died in the shooting. He shares that. He shares how those wounds have affected him. I'm excited this week to share with you. Why am I excited? Because the wounds that I've had to heal from, the wounds that I've had to endure and go through. And I know this, the more that we talk about wounds, the better healing occurs. It's kind of like you put a Band-Aid on a wound or an injury. If you leave that Band-Aid on too long, it actually can start to get infected. The healing doesn't occur. It's when you remove that Band-Aid and you allow it to see the sun and the fresh air that it actually can heal better. Today, this is my thought of the day I want to share with you is people would rather follow someone real about their wounds than those who try to hide behind their scars. Let me say that again. People would rather follow someone real about their wounds than those who try to hide behind their scars. See, how we handle our wounds determines how we live our lives. We all have wounds. And as leaders, as those that are looking to connect and influence others, how we determine our life is how we manage our wounds. We can hide from it. You can be in a situation like Ryan shared in his book, where he ended up being in a deep, dark panic attack because he hadn't handled them well. Well, for the rest of this week, I'm excited to share the framework that he shares, that he walked through. I'm excited to share with you. Thanks for being here.